Black Panther, we know from a couple weeks ago that July is when they're starting production on it, so things are moving forward. And this week, Rotten Tomatoes had this big rundown of what they're hearing and what they're reporting. And I saw a couple other websites report on it after that. They're saying, you know, they got the info that Shuri is going to be the focus of the upcoming film. Like, she's ostensibly going to become Black Panther, take on the mantle and everything. And that's what they were told by their insiders, which brings us back to that conversation of the two sides. We need to recast T'Challa and move forward because the character is bigger than like just one movie and then over. And the other side of going, no, let's move on past it, let it be retired with Chadwick and pass it on to Shuri. So, look, I have no doubt that Shuri was going to become the Black Panther somewhere down the road because that's a thing. Do they want to jumpstart it into the second movie? That's like...
I don't think they'd ever have wanted to have done it in the second movie, but I think if you're going to do it anyway and you haven't... it's an opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
It's obviously not how they would have wanted to do it. It's not how anyone would have wanted to do it. But there is like hey, it makes sense to do it this way.
Yep.
So let's just take it that way. You can do it really tastefully. It can kind of, it can fit the theme of how, clearly how the movie's going to pan out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it kind of can fit into it. And again, I'm not saying now they can use this for their agenda of making everybody younger and, female and all that like they said they would. But we knew they were going to go in that direction anyway. And now you kind of have it that you can do that. And it does fit into it, and it makes sense. And we saw in the previous films that she's clearly the smartest person in the MCU, like, so far. And, like, she was building his suits outright. Like, T'Challa wasn't making them. She's the one making every single suit and every augment. So why can't she be like, well, maybe I don't have that herb to become the Black Panther, but hey, the suit will help me. It can assist me. Like, it fits. I could see a story with how they could do this. The only thing is, again, it brings us back to what will they do with the T'Challa? Like, what do you do with him? Like, and that's the hard part, right? Like, that's because you don't want to kill him off screen because that's like, like.
No, but they might not have a choice.
Yeah.
Honestly, you can't use CGI. You can't get a body double in.
Yep. And
off screen is the least offensive.
It is, and I can say this with 100% confidence now. The first movie I decided to watch on my PS5 in Ultra HD, 4K, everything on my TV with all the bells and whistles was The Rise of Skywalker, because it was right there, it was sitting in front of me, and I was like, you know what, I'll toss this in, and the wife and I will watch it. And the scenes with Leia, where they clearly cut her out of other footage that they shot for The Force Awakens, the higher the res and the better the movie looks, the more it sticks out and the worse it is and jarring when they use a body double. I 100% do not want that done with Chadwick. Like, it would, I think that would be more disrespectful, honestly, because they don't have much footage from what we understand. Like, so, it's, yeah.
So it's a tough situation. It's a tough one.
Mm-hmm. And whatever they do...
Everyone's always got their own ideas of what they want to happen.
Yep. And make no mistake, whatever they do, the internet, half of it will hate it because it's the opposite of what. So it's like, whatever choice they make is going to be interesting to see how they respond to the inevitable backlash, which I feel they will get. So...
Oh, yeah. They're always going to get something. And that's just how people are. And unfortunately, especially in that situation, it's like, well, what can you do?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, I guess we'll see how they handle this. We'll know soon enough what happens with Black Panther. If they're shooting in July, it's right around the corner, all things considered. So, like, we'll know soon which direction they take, and we'll see how the internet reacts.